Today's issue, the note on the board is that this sweep wagon makes a squeaky noise when it runs. So I'm already in motor. We're gonna hit the button and run the sweep. See what we get. Yep, it's got a squeak. Alright, you guys are stuck to the bottom of the dustpan. We're going to look at our number 10 side sweep wagon rollers. That one looks good. This one looks good. That one looks good. I don't see any issues with that. This could be a pivot point squeaking somewhere. I don't think that it is the sweep wagon roller wheels on this side anyways. So let's keep inspecting. Maybe we can find something that looks off. Right here, I've got a wear mark on the corner of this square tubing and this link rod. Those are definitely connecting, so that could be what the issue is. Let me get you guys a little closer in here. Yeah, now you guys can see a little bit better. See if we can focus right here. These 2 points look like they're contacting. I flipped you guys around. We're looking at the 7 side sweep wagon rollers. I don't see any flat spots on the rollers. They all look like they're very well lubricated. I don't see any scratch marks from the bolt heads in the channels. I don't see a lot of any real indication of what could be making that squeaky noise. So we're gonna try and shift the scoot you guys a little bit more that way. Get the tipper out of your way. The top wheel on each side of the sweep wagon is adjustable. We're going to just loosen these 2 bolts on each side, and we're going to shift the sweep wagon slightly more towards the 7 side and see if we can get some more clearance. Alright, move the tipper out of the way. Going to loosen these 2 bolts. A little more on this one. Alright, that one's loose. Flip you guys around to the other side. Alright, with these 2 guide rollers loose, we can reposition our sweep wagon left to right. The book calls for approximately a 5mm gap between the head of the bolt and this wire channel, or not wire channel, but sweep wagon roller channel. That's just kind of a good starting point. We may consider going slightly less if we need to, and then check for interference as the sweep is running. But let's start there. Just going to gently touch the roller to the side frame. I'm going to snug up the bolts. Barely. Baby tight at this point. Okay. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just barely touch the rollers to the side frame. Snug them down. We're not going to do a final tighten on these yet. I'm just going to get them to the point where they're not going to shift while we run it, because we may have to do a little more readjustment. Let's get out of pin light. We're going to go back into motor, flip the switch back to run. The accelerator motor is going to kick on. We've already gone through mode and selected the sweep motor. And if we push the up or down arrow on the next gen box, we'll enable that motor. Huh. Still squeaky. So let's stop it right there. Shut it off. Let's go back into pin light. So we've stopped it where we hear the squeak. Let's hop back down. I think that this squeak is coming from this side, but I can't confirm. So we don't have bolt heads hitting the frame. Sweep wagon is not binding on anything. Even on the 7 side here, this looks good. Your 10 side looked good. So some of this free play is due to a little bit of slack in the chain. Not a huge deal. We could tighten that up a little bit, but I don't think that it's going to be our issue for this. Well, let's grab the oil can, and we will re-lube all of the pivot points and the wagon wheels and see if it maybe really is just a lubrication issue. Alright, here. Got you guys faced around a little bit better. So sweep wagon wheels have an oil port hole. And I like to use these little zoom spout oilers. I'm just going to shove the straw in there and squeeze a little oil into it. And on here, see if I can feel it. Yep, right there. Same thing. The tricky one is back here. What I like to do is push the sweep board back. It's going to lift your roller up and allow you to rotate it easier. There's our fill hole. Okay. And then we've got a pivot point on each end of the link. You guys can't really see that. There you go. So we're going to put one tiny drop on each side of the link. Maybe 2 drops. I'm feeling extra generous today. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Your view is going to be slightly obstructed by the tipper, but it's going to be the same procedure. We need to find the oil port, insert our oiling device, squeeze a few drops of oil in there, then we'll hit the pivot points on this link. See if I can, yep, right there. Squeeze a little bit of oil into that one. Shaky hands today. Pivot link. Let's go ahead and put a little bit on the roller here for our sweep wagon lift pin. Might as well. We're going to jump up and do the pivot points on the top side of the sweep shaft. Drop or two of oil on each side of this linking plate. Maybe a little more. It's going to be the same thing on the other side, just harder to see. We're going to go in with the oil bottle. I'm not taking the side cover off for this. It's a good thing I've got this zoom spout oiler. You just stick the stem of that thing in there. Be done with it. Alright, let's go back into motor. Back to run. Sweep is already selected. See if let's zoom out a little bit here. Too far. Ah, what am I doing? This is my first day, guys. Alright, we're gonna run the sweep. No more squeak. We're going to watch it one more time from this side. Everything looks really good. No more squeaky. So it was just a pivot point, huh? Good to know. You guys, I forgot one. Alright, we'll call this bonus footage. This top bushing right here. If we're going to lube everything else, we should probably do this one too. Alright. There's another one on the 7 side. Go zoom spout oiler. You guys can't really see what I'm doing. But trust me, it's identical over here. No surprises. Done. Goodbye.